good evening, or good morning, everybody, depending on where you're on the planet. And we'll wait some minutes more, and after that, we'll start with the webinar of today. And we'll have the opportunity to answer to your question in PRK-U. So we'll wait some minutes more to see if more people are coming, and after that, we'll start. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So, hello, everyone. I think while I was entering, Stefana has already started the webinar. So I missed several minutes. So please, if you hear well, please put pluses. Hello, Stefana. Sorry for
Hi.
being late for 2 minutes. Do you hear me? Do you hear me
No,
well?
no. Everything
Okay.
is alright. Yes. I
Okay.
just said,
So
yeah.
we are starting.
Okay, wonderful. So, it's a privilege for me um, to have the opportunity to share some information about the PRK-U. I know that some of the people that are in the meeting have experience. Have experience about the PRK-U. Others are new. And so basically this meeting, uh, uh, you, uh, Irena said that cannot hear me. Uh, do you can hear me, the other people?
Yeah, a bit quiet. It
A
should be
bit
a bit
quiet.
louder. Can you increase
I
the
can
volume?
try. I can try. Low volume. Oh, I don't know why. It's. Is it better? Yes. Okay. So I will raise my voice. And um, really, so this meeting is intended basically as an opportunity for you to ask what you want about this device, and me and all I will try to answer at our best. And I will start with an introduction um, of this device that really is um, incredible. I had all the day testing the device with Mr. Grabovoi today, with people from Thailand. There was Olga too, and people from South America, and um, all of them, all of them experience really just like another dimension of life, another experience of concentration. Some of them felt they were touching a different dimension. Some of them um, felt a lot of energy in the body. Some of them felt they were just like entering a sphere, and everything of the reality was outside, and there was only them in that sphere and the connection with God. Other felt the connection between them and the whole world, and were connected to the world. And a lot of wonderful experience. Some of them felt a precise change in the body following Dr. Grabovo's instructions. So really, um, it's hard to present this device because really it's like a piece of God on the earth. It's like a footprint of God on the earth. That's the device. And it's going to change everything because as soon as finally we'll have the opportunity to use it on a daily basis, our idea of what is to concentrate, our idea of what a human man, a human being can do will change because we'll be more and more aware of our inner strength, of our infinite possibility, and that little device that seems like a gray box uh, simply will start a revolution, internal and external revolution. And it's really impressive see how all the different feelings that experience that people had. For example, in this last test that ended in 20 minutes ago, there were 8 people, and all of them different experience, different feelings, but you know, for example, one said, I felt I was just like captured by one of the lenses of the device. And when I was inside, I could feel all the human beings on the earth like light shapes. And now when I went back, it was just like that I was awaking. I was waking up from a dream. So very different situation. Another said, I felt at the level of my cells, the energy that was coming up from the device and nurturing myself, and I was increasing my vitality, and that was incredible, very strong, and my hands were feeling bigger. And another said, this energy that comes from the device arrived to my heart and started to flow, and this energy was arriving to my head and was too strong, and my head was starting to becoming wider, and I was starting to feel some little noise for the strength of the energy, for the strength of light. And for some of them experiencing this, Grabovoi said, yes, those are technologies that you are naturally doing without even knowing that, just because I can add your spirit, your soul knows this. These are not Grabovoi words I'm adding, but I think it is ideal. So really, we have a marvel on our earth. We have an incredible opportunity, and I'm very glad to be here to share this. And there's a wonderful experience that there's one person that healed her dog using the device, and just want to share it with you. You know, it's only one thing that happened, but it's a good testimonial. And that person wrote, we would like to tell you how a person where the test with PRK-U got almost an instantaneous result while practicing the methods of Grigori Grabovoi. It's the testimony of a lady who had a test with the device PRK-U and used technology provided by Grigori Grabovoi in his webinars to control with the device. And she was walking with her dog in the evening, and suddenly greatly injured her right hind paw, and the blood was in fact flooding while the dog was standing, and the dog was rather heavy, and the lady couldn't bring it home in her hands. At this moment, a technology described by Grigori Grabovoi at the webinar came to her mind spontaneously, and she established the goal mentally, slowly. And she built a sphere in front of her and inserted the goal, stop the bleeding. And instantly she visualized 2 beams from the level of her forehead and sent the beams to the sphere, and the left beam passed through the device PRK-1 during visualization, and she mentally made a movement of her look from the smaller diameter length to a larger length counterclockwise, and then remembering the words of the author, join the two beings in the area of control. And this visualization and control is done instantly, in 1 moment. And you can compare such instantaneous control to that when you meet a car moving on the highway at high speed and you decide and you control. And the bleeding decreasing and stopped in 5-6 minutes after the injury, after the accident. So that's just a testimony, but I've experienced so many marvels, and that I'm full of. I'm really grateful for the honor to can speak about a so important issue. And please, Olga, if you want to help us sharing more information.
Thank you, Stefano. Thank you for introducing our work, introducing the device, and giving such a wonderful experience, someone's wonderful experience of the dog healing. Yes, I agree with you that this device provided by Grigori Grabovoi, produced and already very soon, that will be already very soon supplied to people, is a God blessing. And I am very happy to participate in these tests and to watch how really people feel when they use the device. And in addition to the experience Stefana told us about that lady who instantaneously healed her dog of a very serious injury, cut of a leg, I'm just going to tell several words about my own experience. I also had a test on the device in March 2016. So what I can share now with you. During the concentration on the device, I carried out all concentrations according to the plan, which are regular and described in the information about the device. These are concentrations on rejuvenation, event, control and clairvoyance, and control and focusing. So, and what, this was one concentration. And what results do I have now? So, I managed very quickly to get rid of some extra 7 kilos, which I always dreamt of. So, without any efforts, I carried, after the test, I carried out usual concentrations. And very quickly I achieved quite, as I think, better, slim body. So, I got rid of pain. Sometimes I felt, and I worked on it hard. I got rid of pain in my knees, though it was very small, insignificant, but sometimes it is unpleasant when you have some discomfort in your body. I got completely rid of this pain. So I feel really very well. So of course, working on my event, on the concentration, I worked, this concentration was development of our family business, because we have a legal company altogether. So, and gradually we have more and more clients coming to this company. So, in general, all the things are going well. I can also concentrate and more effectively than before. For example, when I'm helping another person, for example, my relative, I can very quickly, using the numbers which I was using before, help the person to get rid of, for example, flu, running nose, cough, and so on. So, and I started to understand better the works of Grigori Grabovoi. If in the past I had, for example, to read one sentence in his work several times, because, you know, there are sometimes very long sentences in his work, I understand now just reading once. And I see exactly the picture immediately, what he is explaining now. I see already the images, I visualize everything, what he explains, how he explains to concentrate. So, these are maybe not very big, but still, for me, very significant results, because I'm going to continue my concentrations when my device is ready and to develop my consciousness further. So today we wanted to share some experience on work with the device and to give you more information about the device itself. So everyone actually knows already about the device and the scientific works and inventions it is based on. There are a lot of presentations in the internet about this scientific work and the inventions. But today we are not going to discuss and to give the details of these points. We would like to draw your attention to some different perspective in our presentation. This, as Stefana told, is really a great device. This is a blessing of God. And to our mind, people somehow underestimate the significance of this device because we witness how many people come to buy the device. Of course, they are satisfied with the test, but so let's contemplate together. Let's think about the device more and think about the following. Just let us contemplate on the meaning of any invention in the life of people. Some of the inventions provided great leaps for development of humanity. For example, in comparison with the past. Look at this equipment people had been using for many, many centuries until some inventions appeared. In 1830, a steam engine train appeared. This car, constructed by Benz, appeared in 1885 and was available for sale. People started to use it. And this airplane appeared in 1902. So you see, for many, many centuries, people were using this, and suddenly new inventions appeared, and based on them, new equipment appeared. And of course, you know what developments took place in the life of mankind after these inventions, these devices appeared in life of people. This is the engine train. What is going on in 187 years after its production? This is what is happening now. This is the first Benz car. And in 132 years, it developed into this one. This is the first airplane. And now you can see a lot of airplanes like this. And now we received one more invention, and this is the device for development of concentrations of eternal life, PRK-U. The announcement about the creation of the device took place a year ago on the 25th of January 2016. So, and what if, to consider this picture about the developments, we can ask a question: what is in front? What is in the future for the humanity if the humanity is going to use this device? All these devices, after the cart and horse, develop the means of transportation of man. But what is the development? What kind of development will take place after the use of the device PRK-U? This is the question. And actually, the device PRK-U will develop human consciousness. This is actually a training equipment for man to train his consciousness. You now witness how equipment develops in the world, but man should also develop. And what actually the development of man is? This is development of man's consciousness, for which Grigori Grabovoi created and produced this device PRK-U. For many, many years, when people wanted to invent something and to think of something, they were using their consciousness and their mind like this. So, and now people will have a great leap in their development after using PRK-1U. For many centuries, this was like this. And now we have this, for example, to think of some event, how to improve it, to think of some idea, to see something in the future, and for this we shall work like this with the device PRK-1U. And this is a really, really great leap for development of mankind, for development of each person. So, we asked a question: what is going to be with man, and what is development after the man uses the device for training of his consciousness? What kind of development should follow this? If, for example, here in development of equipment, we see these improvements. And what improvements will be here, where the question mark is? And can we learn this? Do we know this? And I can tell yes. Grigori Grabovoi answers this question in his work Hieroclous. As Grigori Grabovoi is clairvoyant, he can see what is going on to happen with man in the following centuries. And in his book Hieroclous, he tells this through the words of man who sees what is happening in the 23rd century. So Grigori Grabovoi, Hieroclous, created in 2000. So now this is the quotation from the book. His thinking was such that he saw the long bridge going over the sea, which is held as if by nothing. These are the future civilizations turned to the sea. Cars are moving along this bridge. Helicopters are flying over it. Airplanes and other devices moving due to other energies. But no one thought, why is the bridge just hanging over the sea? It has become natural for them. It is the 23rd century. Other vehicles and other helicopters. Many were made simply because it was so familiar, but the equipment was such that much of the metal was replaced by thinking. And the man who left the car immediately modified the reality so that the machine disappeared by itself. This was a new technology. It was a new civilization. And he realized that eternity of machines was in the people's thinking. So, what is mankind going to receive due to the training of consciousness on this device, due to the training program with PRK-1U? And I would like to mention also that, for example, people who started and used this model, three-wheel car produced by Benz, were not so lucky to see this one. But our usage of the device exactly supposes that we will see this picture in the 23rd century. As for me, I would like very much to see this picture and even more. So the device not only develops our consciousness, but through this development, provides us eternal life. So this will be we who will witness the further development, and that development which is described, for example, in the 23rd century in the book Hieroglyphs by Grigori Grabovoi. This is what is what is in store for mankind with the usage of this device. And we, together with you, are very happy people to witness the creation of this device, to witness how this device is put into operation. So witness in this first model appearing in life of people. And one more thing. So the device is created by Grigori Grabovoi. He works on all the first devices which are currently tested and bought according to the agreements by people. It's a very, very hard work because he is the first who created this device in the world. No similar equipment is available in the world. And to ensure that we develop further, that humanity develops further, and such kind of machines develop further, it is necessary, for example, like in the past. For example, to ensure that this model develops into this, it is necessary for people to buy this one. If, for example, no one had bought this one, the humanity would still remain here. But in order to produce new devices, it is necessary to have consumers for these devices. This is free will of people to use these new devices. So now the device is available, and we invite you to join, to conclude the agreement for the device, and become the very, very first users, and start develop your consciousness to achieve eternal life and to see the future which is described by the author. So, and now let's consider this device just from the point of view of an ordinary consumer who buys some equipment in the market. And let's compare, for example, the price, the benefits, with some other equipment which is very popular now. For example, let's compare the device PRK-U and smartphone. The cost, according to agreement, for PRK-U for 8 people is 9,700 euros. It's for 8 persons. Actually, it is 1,212 per person. And it is possible to pay in installments over 6 months. Actually, a person should pay without 6 months 202 euros. So the cost of some popular gadget is approximately, this is not exactly for some device, is approximately 650 euros per person. The use of the device usually for people, and that is the useful life of this device gadget, is 2 years. And so the useful life, according to the agreement of PRK-U, is 4 years. And it will be then prolonged. Now we make comparison just on 4 years. And so the cost of 1 year of useful life of PRK-U for one person is 303 euros. The cost of 1 year of useful life of a popular gadget now is 325 euros. And now let's compare the benefits of PRK-U and popular gadgets. the benefits of the training program with PRK-U. So, development of consciousness that provides rejuvenation, control and clairvoyance, eternal life. And what are the benefits of buying a popular gadget? I'm proud. I've got Model X Plus One. So that is it. It's incomparable for getting this wonderful device. So we are all consumers. We have a lot of friends, relatives, colleagues, and we would like to ask you, first of all, to understand yourself this information if you haven't concluded the agreement for sublicense agreement for purchase the training program, and explain other people about the wonderful qualities of this device, about the wonderful appointment of this device, which is now available for man and which will ensure a great leap in the development of human civilization. So, actually, I would like to repeat once again and to read the extract from the book Hieroculus, that this is really, really great device. And for me, for example, feeling that there are maybe not currently so many buyers as there should be, because to my opinion, if people estimate correctly the quality of this device, the quality of this new goods which appeared in the market. So because there is no very big line. Of course, a lot of people buy the device, but there is no very big line waiting for conclusion of the agreement. And that's why we decided to bring to your attention this information from this point of view, to emphasize the significance of the device and to emphasize the benefits of this device and to emphasize that those who are buying this training program and starting training with this equipment can be comparable in some respect with the cosmonauts who first time go to the outer space on the first spaceships. So, Hieroculus, Grigori Grabovoi, 2000. His thinking was such that he saw the long bridge going over the sea, which is held as if by nothing. These are the future civilization turned to the sea. Cars are moving along this bridge, helicopters are flying over it, airplanes and other devices moving due to other energies. But no one thought, why is the bridge just hanging over the sea? It has become natural for them. It is the 23rd century. Other vehicles and other helicopters. Many were made simply because it was so familiar, but the equipment was such that much of the metal was replaced by thinking. And the man who left the car immediately modified the reality so that the machine disappeared by itself. This was a new technology. This was a new civilization. And he realized that eternity of machines was in the people's thinking. You see, eternity of all future equipment is in our thinking, and we can gradually start receiving this now with the use of PRK-U. So this is the end of our short presentation. And now we, with Stefana, would like to give you some time to ask questions about PRK-U, about possibilities of the test, about possibilities of concluding the agreement, or about your future work with the device. So, your questions.
You're welcome. Please ask me a question. And I enjoyed a lot the presentation of Olga, and it was really brilliant. So please, how we can help you?
Actually, when we with Stefana prepared this presentation and were discussing this webinar, we wanted not just our presentation, we wanted a talk presentation. We wanted people to tell their opinion, to ask the questions directly, not, for example, to wait for the next presentation or send them someone. We wanted to have a dialogue here with you. So please, if you have something in mind, something interesting, some ideas, please. So
There is a first,
yes, there is the
please.
first question. Stefana, will you answer or I can?
Yeah, yeah. The first question that is, where will the device located when we buy the new group? And that's a brilliant solution that Grabovoi himself claims, and that he will provide a service, a very useful service for the people that will buy group. That is that he will keep the device, of course, if the group wants that. He will keep the device in his office, and he will put a camera on the device, and it will put the device in a place where there will be energy supply all day, all night, 7 day a week, and there will be high-speed internet connection all day, all night, 7 days a week, and so all the people, whenever they are on the world that are in this group, can use the device using a computer, using a mobile phone, use an iPad, everything, just connecting to the device and using the video camera, and all people can use it together too. They can use it together. And so that's the solution that can be found when they buy group. There's the request for Olga to repeat because my voice is not clear, seems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No problem. I can maybe explain in some different words to add in to what you have already explained. Yes, as Stefana told, it is a very, very convenient service Grigori Grabovoi offers with his device. When 8 people conclude agreement for the training program with the device PRK-U, when the device is ready, it will be placed in a special storeroom with cameras, and all 8 people in the group will be able to use it simultaneously around the clock 24 hours a day, watching and concentrating on the lenses on your screens the same way as you did during the test. And by the way, maybe I foresee somehow your questions. If someone wants to work with the device directly, physically, it is possible. As the devices will be kept in Serbia, you will have to send an application 3 days before, for example, if you arrive to Serbia. You will be provided access to your device, which will have the serial number according to your contract, and you will be able to work physically if you wish. But all other people simultaneously will be also able to work with the device. So, have we answered your question? The cost is included, no additional costs. So please, more questions, please. And by the way, we are going with Stefana to give such short, not very long presentations. We will have a recording of this presentation, and in this presentation we will continue answering questions, giving new information, maybe considering the purchase of the device from various perspectives, not like in these webinars but in others. And we will also invite and people who were listen about conclusion of license agreements. This will be in the future webinars for those who want to participate in the work on spreading the teachings of Grigori Grabovoi. So, for the beginning, yes, it will be located in Serbia because its maintenance will be. Yes, there is some strange. I will try. I will try without microphone. Now I think there is no echo because Grigori Grabovoi is the only one now who can provide maintenance. If, for example, you take it to your country, there is no maintenance service. Maybe that is why I tell you it is necessary to important. It is very important to increase this production to ensure that maintenance services productions are available all over the world. The same. The same. Do you still hear echo? So the same as with production of any other kind of equipment. So while this maintenance is not established in the world, for some period the decision is made. Moreover, there is more complex model of the device is produced. The decision is made that the devices will be kept for a while in Serbia. Any other questions? Oh, you see, for some people it's even a relief. I agree with you that this is a really relief. For example, even if you buy the device for your family of 8 members, you will have to organize somehow for them access with the work with the device. But when the device is located in such a place, when the camera is directed at it, and anyone being at any place can work with the device just using his smartphone, it's really a very, very big relief and a very, very big help for people in usage of the device. Snezhana, I see your question. If my mom and dad can, so are they in the list of the, or they not in the list of the buyers? If people are not in the list of the testees and the buyers, it is possible in one of the seminars and in explanations of Grigori Grabovoi, it is possible, for example, when you work with the device and they join and you in the work and you all together work on the device. So if your mom and dad are not in the list, they will still be able to work together with you. They will be available very soon, but I cannot tell you exactly now. Stefano, do you have such information? When they will be available?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can I speak? It's okay? Grabovoi said that it will be soon and possible. I have not a date, but my feeling is that we are arriving here to the end of this process. So I think it could be 2 or 3 months. That's my perception. It could be before even.
Yes, I agree with Stefan. There is no exact date, but it is very soon. First of all, the delay is because now at the same price people will receive an improved model. Model 2 of the device. Secondly, some time is required for Dr. Grabovoi to organize this storage for keeping the devices and to place each device under camera, to install the corresponding program through each user can connect to the device on his screen through this program and camera. So this is additional work which is currently being implemented to finalize the devices. And maybe there is some delay, but please bear with it, because you should know and you understood from the presentation that this is very first in the world, and only the constructor general knows how it should go. He knows best of all. Then he will teach other people, and there will be a lot of production lines. But this is the very first production where he is involved everywhere himself, starting from the test up and right to putting into operation every device from this first production lot. Yes, I agree that we are all lucky. And please share this luck, share this success to other people, invite them, because for example, to have this process of production easier, to ensure maintenance and to distribute the device all over the world, we need more buyers. You understand how economy works, how production works, to ensure services all over the life, to train people who can produce, production people who can produce and work for production of these devices. It is necessary to sell more devices. So please understand us, taking into consideration the significance of this device, the importance of this device for each of us and for mankind. So I see one question from Irena. Can you be more, Can you be more precise how to concentrate on the device and do management or control? So yes, there is 3 lenses on the surface of the device, and to carry out control, it is necessary to concentrate on the lenses, starting from the smallest one and then to the bigger one and to the bigger one clockwise, as if making circles with your eyes, with your eyesight. And so when you start to concentrate on the smallest one, you already visualize or set your goal, which you usually do during the concentration. And thus, keeping your goal in mind, you go on with your eyesight from one lens to another, starting from the small one and clockwise. Actually, it is very easy.
Yes, and counterclockwise, anti-clockwise.
And yes. Stefano, about replacement of a person who already had a test, but
Yeah. Yes, it's possible. Of course, it has to be clear. There's in the agreement. You have to add this information, and we'll see if it's possible for that person to the new person to do the test. But anyway, you can solve it sending a new agreement with all the data, and the production of the device can start, and we'll take care to whenever it's possible do the test for the new person.
And I see here a question from Dmitry. So so we can get it for 20 euros per month? Yes, you can if you gather a group of 8 users. So you yourself and plus 7 other people. If you gather this group of 8 people, it will cost you 20 euros per month within 6 months. And I see a question from Snezhana. Will the buyer have some more education about using the device? Maybe with Dr. Grabovoi. Of course, for all who already concluded the agreement, sublicense agreement for purchase of the training program with the device PRK-U, Grigori Grabovoi conducts seminars where he explains how to work with such equipment. And some people already do this using this information from these seminars. And Stefana has already given this example, how a lady used one of the examples Grigori Grabovoi gave in the methods of concentration related exactly to equipment, and almost instantaneously healed the wounded paw of her dog. So from the mailbox, Grigori Grabovoi at gmail.com, you or everyone who concluded the agreements will receive invitations to attend these webinars where Grigori Grabovoi gives methods with this equipment. And this participation in these webinars, it is free for the users of the device, and they are included in this general sublicense agreement for the purchase of training program with PRK-U. So in early presentations we were told that we should go counterclockwise. Yes, counterclockwise.
Yeah, I could add.
Sorry, maybe this was a slip of the tongue. Yes, counter counterclockwise.
Yes, and I would like to add that in some situation, Grabovoi is advising to go clockwise and not counterclockwise. In some specific situation, one situation where it's good to go clockwise is when you work on your past. If you work on the present and on the future, it is counterclockwise. While if you are working on your past to heal your past, often Grabovoi advises to go clockwise. It's basically counterclockwise, but in some occasion it is clockwise.
So, other questions, please? So, if for now everything is clear, we, with Stefana, finish our presentation. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for your question. Please follow the advertising in the Facebook, and we will tell you more, and we will answer your other questions. So now I'm saying goodbye to you. I wish you happy eternal life, and I'm transferring the microphone to Stefana now.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And it has been a day all PRK on you for me, starting from this morning. And I really enjoy this day. So thank you very much for being here. And I enjoy the participation in this.